What would a house of over 100 square meters in a major Vietnamese city look like? What is daily life like there in reality? Is life here as easy as you think? Let us experience it together. Wow, from the outside, the building looks really big and tall. Stepping into the hallway of the building, it looks very luxurious with many beautiful designs, and there is an elevator going up. Now I will go into a room to see what it looks like inside. Oh, it is very spacious, about 100 square meters, with many amenities like an induction cooker, dining table, refrigerator, and many other things for daily life here. Hello everyone, I am Dien, I am 27 years old, and I live in Vietnam. As you can see, in those large, brightly lit buildings, the rooms are spacious, modern, and fully equipped with modern amenities. But in some areas of big cities, it is the opposite, cramped and with small houses. I will go there to show you. This is the area I am talking about. The alley is very narrow, barely wide enough for a motorbike to pass each other or for someone else to pass before continuing. The buildings are built very close together, giving a cramped feeling, and the living conditions are very poor, a complete contrast to the modern apartment buildings and housing complexes at the beginning of the video. This shows that in large Vietnamese cities, there are not only spacious, modern areas, but also small, cramped areas with very poor living conditions. I don in Apos, Tino if it in Apos, S like that in your country in Apos. S cities, but it is here. Because there are rich and poor everywhere, there is no division by region. They live together, work together, and even socialize together naturally and happily. Let us go back to the spacious and large apartment complex to experience what life is like for people here and what my actual life is like here. Look at those sparkling lights in the distance. Those are other apartment buildings. This area has many large buildings, and at night, many bright lights illuminate them. This area. I will take a walk around here to give you a clearer view of the scenery, environment, and people's lives. It is 7 p.m. now, and there are still a few people exercising. Over there is a couple walking around, both for exercise and to enjoy the view. In the courtyard of the building, there is a playground with many games and entertainment options. It seems very lively and noisy here at this time of day. This is a mini lamppost placed by the bushes, both illuminating and decorating the playground area. It seems like a miniature park here. The children are playing happily and joyfully. Life here is quite interesting and bustling. Everything is complete here. A miniature park, a playground, a convenience store, everything essential for life is readily available. But to live in this area, so in a big city in Vietnam, it is quite expensive. To own a room in this building is around $228,356, or you can rent one for $500 a month. It seems quite expensive, right? But in return, you will have an ideal and modern living space. Now, I am going to a convenience store downstairs to buy some things for dinner. Let us see what they sell there. There are lots of fresh fruits, they look delicious. I wonder if they are more expensive than at the market? There is ice cream, chips. Oh, there is even messy. But it is messy chips, haha. Dried pork, dried beef. It seems like they have everything here, many kinds of essential food, even fast food. Each item has a price listed below, so you can calculate what you can buy within your budget without having to haggle. The instant noodle counter is huge, with all kinds of instant noodles from around the world. It is amazing. There are many kinds of sausages that look delicious. Now I have to go wash the dishes and cook dinner. In a big city in Vietnam, if you want to live comfortably, your salary needs to be around $1,000 or more. That is the only way to be comfortable because many things are expensive here, unlike in rural areas where you can live comfortably with just $300 to $500. Because life here is 2 to 3 times more expensive than in rural areas, and there are many expenses, from electricity, water, environmental service fees, car fees, and food and entertainment costs like going to cafes and eating out. $1,000 is okay, but not really comfortable. If you have a family with a husband, wife, and children, I think it takes over $2,000 to live here. Life is not easy anywhere, and the financial pressure is even greater in big cities. Therefore, in Vietnam, young people are increasingly moving back to their hometowns to live and start their careers. This is simply because life in the countryside is more peaceful, more relaxed, and the cost of living is much lower, reducing economic pressure significantly. Furthermore, people in the countryside are much more friendly and caring. One thing I have noticed in recent years is that more and more young people are choosing to leave the city and return to their hometowns. Previously, most people thought the city offered more opportunities, higher incomes, and a more modern lifestyle. But after years of working under pressure, facing high living costs, and living at such a fast pace, many are starting to wonder, end quote, is this really the life I want? End quote. In the city, you can easily find skyscrapers, shopping malls, beautiful cafes, and plenty of job opportunities. However, in return, you get long working hours, crowded streets, and sometimes a feeling of loneliness amidst millions of people. Meanwhile, life in the countryside is much slower paced. There is fresh air, birdsong in the morning, green fields, family meals, and neighbors who are always ready to help each other. Income in the countryside may not be as high as in the city, but many people find peace and balance there that they had previously lost. In my opinion, choosing to live in the city or return to the countryside is not right or wrong. Everyone has different goals and circumstances. Some need the city to develop their careers, learn, and gain experience. Others, after experiencing enough, realize that happiness is not just measured by salary, but also by time spent with family, health, and inner peace. I think the trend of young people returning to their hometowns isn't about giving up their dreams, but rather choosing a lifestyle that suits them better. With the development of the internet and online work, many people can still work right in their hometowns without having to live in crowded cities. What about you? If you had the choice, would you live in the city to pursue your career, or return to your hometown to find a more peaceful life? Please share your thoughts in the comments. I would love to hear your stories.
fly over my own state. Something about those city lights were calling out my name. Now mama, don't you cry, you know there'll come a day where I come visit you at home. And if I never stay, the same old worn out welcome sign with population getting by, crossing that county line brings back the good old days, with the same old station on the side of that homegrown two-lane paradise, watching that midnight sky you don't see in LA. This big world will always change, but the small town will stay the same. This concrete tree line's got my head up in the clouds. A good thing that I got my roots back in steady ground. With the same old small church parking lot, I cried when Bobby tied the knot. By God, we never thought he'd give her his last name. Or the ring that I won on the night that we once stayed 14 to 9. Those Friday football lights sure did feel like fame. This big world will always change, but the small town will stay the same. Fuck these freeways, led to freedom. Thought I'd leave and find my way. When this big map tide breaks me down, I go back to the place where the same old worn out welcome sign with population getting by, crossing that county line brings back the good old days. The same old station on the side of that homegrown two-lane paradise, watching that midnight sky that makes me wanna stay. This big world will always change, but the small town will stay the same.
Last time we talked, you had nothing to say. You chose to walk, give what we had away. I hope you get what you're looking for, but babe, with me, you close the door on everything we could have been. Don't go thinking we could be friends. No, you can't bring us back from the dead, 'cause when you know, you know, and when you don't, when it ends, it ends. When it ends, it ends. I really thought we might have been it, so my heart was shattered when it took the hit. Oh, I can't imagine doing all that again, even for one night, to see where it went. Here's the thing, you made your bed, I just got your stay out of my head. No, you can't bring us back from the dead, 'cause when you know, you know, and when you don't, when it ends, it ends. When it ends, it ends. End of the road, nowhere to go. You cut the ties, you burn the road. So don't let me see your name lighting on my phone when it was you who let go of everything we could have been. Is it sinking in all your regret? No, you can't bring us back from the dead, 'cause when you know, you know, and when you don't, when it ends, it ends.
bottle of Cabernet. Wanna stay home, not even drink. Wanna get out of my own head. Wanna lay down, overthink. I wanna cry every tear I got. Put on a dress, be a stranger's dream. Lock up this heart of mine, wanna wear it on my sleeve. I kinda wanna hate you, but I wanna love you too. I wanna hold you close and let you go, find someone new. And I wish it wasn't, but my mind's made up in two. What's killing me the most is knowing two things can be true. Wanna throw away your vanity. Wanna wear it to sleep tonight. Wanna wipe our slate clean. Wanna pick this thing up right where we left off. Wanna block your number, take one last time, make it enough. Wish I was one or the other. I kinda wanna hate you, but I wanna love you too. I wanna hold you close and let you go, find someone new. And I wish it wasn't, but my mind's made up in two. What's killing me the most is knowing two things can be true. If it's black, it's white. If it's wrong, it's right. Soon as I pick one, I switch sides. I kinda wanna hate you, but I wanna love you too. I wanna hold you close and let you go, find someone new. And I wish it wasn't, but my mind's made up in two. What's killing me the most is knowing two things can be true. Two things can be true. Two things can be true.
Muốn điều tra thêm thì lại thấy bà cô đã cho người tiêu hủy toàn bộ tài liệu cũ. Kinh cân định ngăn cản nhưng vẫn chậm một bước. Bất đắc dĩ.
Cho bé ra.
Một túi nước xem chị khác.
Thank you for taking the time to watch my video. Every view, every like, every comment, and every share is a huge motivation for me to continue making vlogs about everyday life in Vietnam. If you enjoyed this content, do not forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you do not miss the next videos. I will continue sharing authentic stories about life in the city, the countryside, and simple yet meaningful experiences in Vietnam. I wish you good health, happiness, and many good things. Thank you so much for being with me. See you in the next video. Bye.
Có rán nước ngon không? Ngon hơn cho rán. Ngon. Nước có mặn không? Chắc dưa này nó mặn quá, nó bán đẩy đi. Rồi.
Cái gì đấy?
Thịt. Đầu cá thì nó ngon nhất.
Thế à? Bữa em xong em dùng đó.
Đầu cá thì cũng ngon, nó bảo